Well, another video. Today we're bringing in NBA 2K18 My Trade. I've been gone for a long time. Should see my skills dropping. Look at that room control. Looks like I still got it. Don't shoot me. Anybody finna shoot you? Shh. Hey, boy, I don't play no games with all of these niggas who got the fame in your bitch, cause all y'all ain't, hey, we sure did lost. Ah shit, I know I was gonna fuck up. Bitch yeah, boy. Yo, 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 yo. Hey, hey, niggas act like I care. Fucking. Trade. Try and go back to the lake. Where the lake is? Oh, they right here. Miami. Alright. Fuck it. Yo.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to
I shouldn't bitch in your phone. Hey, fucking your bitches, man. Yeah. All these niggas think.
6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. There are a wide range of opinions out there about Draymond Green. How he plays, how he behaves on the court. Some love his fire. Others think he could be a little bit of a distraction, but certainly he is the driving force and the catalyst for this team. Kenny?
Well, he's the heart and soul of the team. There's no doubt about it. He's the energy.
Ah, shit. I had to hold my release. I'm stupid. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Ooh. I'm gonna hit that move in the game. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna hit that. Bop. Behind the back. They ain't gonna hit that. Lay up. It's me, anyway.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The Warriors have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to. Before we. Well, guys,
all right, let's get it.
Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. Maybe too soon to start talking about this, Doris, but we see some young teams getting blown out. Clearly, they're in rebuild mode. At what point do you start to focus on player development versus winning games?
You know, this is such a tough organizational issue because you have to balance the priority of giving your young talent an opportunity to get the repetition necessary in a playing environment in a competitive situation versus we owe a commitment to our fans to win and win at a high level because they're paying.
Oh! Got niggas already. I hit that nigga with that. Bop, where you going, boy? Where you going, boy? Damn. I didn't mean him like that. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't want that mean one.
Midway point, are we legitimately in playoff contention, or is it time to now focus on our player development? This is an organizational decision that has to happen organically over 8 years.
You make them free throws.
No, it's a great
you got
do not
defense.
want young players to get comfortable with losing. You are so right about that, Kevin.
Here on the 5 for the Clippers. Griffin and Jordan, the front court. Williams.
That's some bullshit.
Pops it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the
All the way. All the way. Don't stop. Don't stop. What the fuck?
Target at the rim. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against Atlanta.
Bro, I can't even do anything about that. I can't even upper my layup because my layup maxed out. What the fuck?
That was impressive.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever easy playing on the road, obviously. But that night, they were really in rhythm, shot the ball with such ease and confidence.
2 on the clock. Here's Griffin. And again, no good by the Clippers. Los Angeles on D. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Here's Banks. Lays it up off the glass.
I tell you, coaches love those high percentage looks in the paint.
The Clippers are gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Beverly kicks to Griffin. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Back to Beverly. Fires the 3. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
1 for 4 right now. A little sluggish coming out of the gate.
Green dishes the Banks. And Griffin sends it back.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
And it's Beverly missing.
Boy, they wanted to hit the ground running today, but it hasn't happened. Just 1 for 5 from the field.
Really? Really? Oh, my mama.
Impressive things about Blake Griffin is great when he gets out and runs the open floor.
Yeah, not to mention his ability to run the break himself.
Get that. Come on, bro. You gotta get that.
Handler, even under pressure, and one of the best passers at the 4 in the league, if not the best.
Banks inside, defended by Beverly. That bucket in no time at all. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you have to respect how aggressive Draymond Green is.
And one for the highlight reel. And you see after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Back to Beverly. And stolen by Banks. Len down low. He's against Jordan. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass.
Go on the Clippers. What the they traded my nigga Dame Wade to be on the Clip. And he not starting?
Yeah, it's very careless.
The Warriors
Okay.
making a switch here. Curry's
To make sure I saw that shit right. Because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I saw Dwayne Wade. I'm like, that looks like the Dwayne Wade. Why he on the Clippers?
Pass to Griffin. Played outside. From the arc. Warriors.
They can never make that.
Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. Losing to Sacramento.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good.
There has to be some sort of consistent effort to generate quality shots. It seemed to me they thought they were going to come easily.
Here's Len. 4 on the clock. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan. Just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Durant kicks to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Banks. And at last, they get one to fall. Banks has got 8. Clippers trail by 5. You look at the influences and former coaches of Steve Kerr, and it's easy to see why Kerr's been a success as a coach.
Well, I think if you look about how this man goes about his business, it's important to recognize he played for Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich, and certainly takes advantage of the wisdom he learned from 2 of the all-time greats. Think back to his college coach, Lute Olson. So much of his offensive approach with a fast pace and the discipline came from Lute. It's so smart to take a little bit from each one of the mentors and the guys you play for.
Hits it from 3-point range.
This guy will not stop pouring it on. It doesn't matter what approach they've tried to use against him. He has had an answer for everything.
Here's Decker. Offensive rebound. Here's Griffin. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 6 points for Blake Griffin.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Back to Curry. Here's the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clippers
All right,
trail by
Brad.
9. Rivers passes to Wade. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first free throw of the game.
Finished the season last year.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Thompson and Durant, the sharpshooters, at the 2 and the 3. Green is out there with Davis, and it's Banks at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And stolen by Banks. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Davis. Lays it up and in off the 3. It's it.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Kings played superbly.
Green light.
He scored 86 points and scored a lot of points coming from the line, which is usually the case. That was just the latest in a solid string of performances from him. Obviously looking to keep the momentum going here this evening. See see how he does, David.
Hey, David, thank you. He was such an important part of everything they did in that game.
Maybe his run in the box score didn't jump off the page, but he was outstanding before them.
And I think they need the same kind of performance from him tonight. He doesn't have to dominate, but he does have to be a steady influence.
Lenz checked in for Davis. Banks against Beverly. Len, a screen. Banks dishes the Len. That pushes it to double digits. And now an 11-point Warrior lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Griffin. That one falls through.
Oh, my God.
It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
A tough start scoring for basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Of course, you ended a very successful college career a few years before professional women's basketball was fully established. How much do you wish you could have had a chance to go pro and play in what is now the WNBA?
How about this, Cap? The last 10 minutes of my senior season, the last 10 minutes of my final game, I blow out my knee. Otherwise, I would have gone to either Sweden or Ireland to play professionally. But sure, of course I wish the WNBA was formed. It came 10 years after my graduation in 1987. Oh, what could have been.
Yeah. And Doris is thriving, right? I mean, there is such a following for the WNBA.
Last year's finals may be the most competitive in history. It's really grown leaps and bounds.
So fun to watch. For Los Angeles, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
Beverly against Banks. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
And Beverly kicks to Evans. The dish to Griffin. Here's the screen.
There's no way that shot's going to be blocked.
Banks against Beverly. And a wide open shot from Green. Knocks down the 3-ball. Green's got 6 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Beverly, the pass to Griffin. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Evans. It's rebounded by Golden State. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. In the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. The shot's good from Banks. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
For 3, Williams hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 15.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooter.
Well, credit the shooter. It's just...
Yeah, rocky start. But I think I'm getting points now, boy.
Thank you, Kevin. Draymond, a strong first half offensively for the team. What are you doing right?
I mean, we're just letting them show us what's open. You know, you got to just make sure we stay patient on the offensive end and let them tell us what play to make when open man is. We've been doing a great job of that. We've got to keep it up in the second half.
Yeah, the defense leads you to the open man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. The second half beginning in just a moment. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
And we saw his work over the first 2 quarters, really pushing the action and consistently finding the open man.
It felt like he owned that first half because he involved his guys with his passes, found different ways to take advantage of the defense.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Beverly and Williams are the 1 and the 2. Griffin and Jordan, the front court. And it's Decker in at the 3 spot. And Beverly kicks to Jordan. Out to the right wing. Here's Griffin. Doesn't go for him. The Warriors go the other way. Durant dishes to Banks. Pass to Len. Green with a screen on Beverly. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. Here's Beverly. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Outside Jordan. The feed now to Griffin. Back to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleashed chaos moment.
Well, that's an example of two teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
Rivers, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And Beverly kicks to Jordan. Great tee that time from Green.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
Run past the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, we know the Clippers are one of the best teams in the league, but are they good enough to win it all? Coach Doc Rivers talked about overcoming the super teams they face. He said the big three in Boston, put them together, bam, we won. We had Miami, Golden State. But there are teams that still go through. Dallas did it, and that's what we're trying to do. Kevin?
And with Doc in control, the Clippers, DA, will always be in contention for a title. Thanks so much for that terrific report. Keeps it alive, and Durant's right there. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Well, let's remember, KD has incredible length, so when he goes to the offensive glass, he's able to capitalize with ease.
And the Clippers call time here. Doris, so much offense is perimeter generated right now. What, if anything, could get us back to running more plays, say, through the post?
Do you think we could reinvent Hakeem Olajuwon or perhaps Patrick Ewing or
I wish we could. I wish we could.
Because I know this.
Good point.
Every time I walk by a pickup game on the outside, you see guys sprinting to the three-point line and looking to be Steph Curry.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Teodosic.
All right, bet. I'm playing with him.
Up top base.
Him out.
19 points in the game. Outside for Davis. Back to Banks. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Jordan with the screen on Iguodala. Wade outside. Right side, Jordan. Here's Teodosic. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Teodosic has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Banks with the ball. He's got 21. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A chance to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Warriors.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
That's good from Banks. Devin Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. He doesn't get the second one. And All-Star Week, a fan favorite, certainly, Doris. We all love it as broadcasters, as fans. But are there any changes you'd like to make in any event or the weekend overall?
Well, I think one thing that would be fascinating to me is to see the best players, for instance, the Klay Thompsons, the Steph Currys, those people, the best shooters in the league, participate in that particular three-point contest. Think back to Larry Bird when he walked in the locker room and said, who's coming in second tonight? Like, those are great. We can't get enough of our stars. I'd like to see the stars have to participate in at least one event, Kev.
Good thoughts. Clippers trail by 10. Hey, Greg, when you look at all the dunks that DeAndre Jordan has on his resume, it's pretty impressive.
And Jordan, I feel, is even underrated with his dunking ability. Very agile. You can see that in warm-ups as well as the dunk contest. His unmatched power when attacking the rim, really unprecedented. He may be the best athlete in the league.
The putback and staying with the play without one.
They are just killing him on the interior.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Feeds to Decker. Dallas checked in for Davis. And the Clippers with the change here, too. Evans, he's checked in for Teodosic. Now, here's Decker, defended by Bell. Decker passes to Evans. Clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. The Clippers keep it alive. And counted, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on it.
The defense starting to look helpless.
Jordan the screen, Rivers with it. Now guarded by Banks, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. The shot's good from Banks.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Jordan the screen. Here's Rivers. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Thanks. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. The Warriors making a change here. Banks is checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Williams is checked in. Durant and Draymond Green. Talented forward duo. Klay Thompson is out there with the beast. And it's Len in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. Of course, it seems like every position on the floor is doing more multitasking these days. Asked to do more, play differently. So when you're thinking about guards, which do you think do the best job of generating offense, say, out of the post?
Well, the preeminent player that comes to mind is Dwayne Wade. And this is a guy who at his prime athletically was as good in the transition game as anybody in the history of the game. I know you've had certain NBA analysts who have called him arguably one of the best two guards to ever play it. The current iteration of this guy is probably DeMar DeRozan, right? We talk about the loss of the mid-range. Well, DeMar DeRozan is excellent in the mid-range, and now they're starting to put him in the low post and let him use his size and his length to create a little fadeaway jump shot. Really pretty to watch and effective for any number of guards.
You nailed it. Jordan sets the pick for Griffin. Jordan with the screen on Green. Here's Griffin. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Just a tremendous talent when healthy. That's the key for Griffin. Trying to avoid a big injury that takes up a chunk of his season.
Sam Decker's checked in for Austin Rivers. Warriors leading by 17. Up top, Banks. Defended by Beverly. And it's blocked by Jordan. Beverly against Banks. Beverly up top. On the wing, Williams. Here's the 3. Up again. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
They kick it out to Green. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper.
How good is Draymond Green as a stretch 4? A power forward who can really knock down for him.
Oh, wow.
Jump
Okay.
shots.
Williams up on top. He's covered by Thompson. And it's Williams again missing. Thompson left side. 3-pointer. Decker with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Dishes it to Beverly. Jordan the screen, and Beverly gets to Decker. Griffin, no one around him. And the three off target. Warriors leading by 18. Outside Banks.
Come on, bro. Damn. I wanted to get that off. I wanted to. Bro. Oh my set if I was able to get that off.
By Jordan. And here's Beverly. Jordan high post. Shoots over Len. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
Right, because you'd rather have guys playing aggressive and physical than being too timid.
And both free throws good for Green. Doris, much to the chagrin of basketball purists, we're seeing the near extinction of the mid-range game. Is there a way to reverse this trend?
Kevin, I don't know that we're seeing the extinction of it, and I would point directly to the Finals MVP, Kevin Durant, because if you look at some of his success, it is directly in the mid-range. Russell Westbrook has some effect in the mid-range. I mean, listen, certainly the priority is on layup and three, but I don't think we've seen the extinction of the mid-range. I think this is a cyclical type of situation in the NBA, very much the way we've gone away from a low post center. Would a player that's a next level, next generation kind of player change our thinking about that? Let's see. The game is always in a constant state of evolution.
Stolen by Len.
I blocked my shit again, boy.
Rebound by the Clippers.
I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
Jordan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Williams dishes to Jordan. Green against Griffin. Back to Decker. Jordan sets the pick for Decker. Doesn't go that time. And Golden State will come the other way.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a
Come on,
operation, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the Beast.
Boy, his assist total, to me, is the most telling stat. This guy created, he made sharp passes, and the defense was always reacting to him.
And stolen by Banks. Stolen by Beverly. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Outside Griffin. Jordan the screen. Griffin against Green. He got right to the cup using that screen.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
And Thompson kicks to Banks. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
This is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
So we see the Warriors taking the game.
Alright guys, that's the end of this video. I'll see you next time. Peace.
And you gotta commend